fake it until you make it has been one of the metaphors that I've used for a long time in my life to stand up in situations when I'm overwhelmed with feelings of fear or uh, not knowing the outcome of what I'm going to do. How am I going to handle um, what I've put myself out there to do? Managing how to cope in situations where you're going to extend yourself to feel vulnerable, uh, insecure, inadequate, powerlessness. It's important to identify these feelings within us because these same emotions, uh, they can deter us to turn away when emotions like these uncomfortable feelings that can't be evaluated in a way within a person where they get free of this stuff without given reason why it's arrived or using it as an excuse not to push forward. It's it's so conditioning um, in a negative way when we don't understand the benefits in struggling emotionally or struggling with thoughts. Uh, It, it only becomes a struggle when there's no outcome from a positive aspect going through emotions that we can tend to deflect ourselves away from or we don't want to confront. We don't see the value in standing up to these things that try to debilitate us. There's a hell of a lot of value um, in the struggle. There's as much value in the struggle as in the freedom to work out what works for the individual person. Like what works for me um, won't necessarily work for you, but what works for me may work for you. What may work for you may work for me. I think it's really important that we don't um, cut ourselves off from that. But you know, when you're using words continuously, like oh, I can't do this because I can't read or I can't write or I'm illiterate or I've never had a job before or I don't want to fear being rejected by somebody that I'm attracted to. Um, there's all this negative stuff that we can use as a reason. I found as soon as we give reason, um, that's the critical point. what kind of reason do you give to events that emotionally are going to challenge you and test you for your ability to learn how to overcome these internal emotional structures within us. Um, this didn't happen in my life because of this. I couldn't create the work that I wanted to create because I knew no better. I didn't want to step out into an arena or a new industry. I was comfortable somewhat laying in the shit that I was unhappy laying in. So in the reasoning for the attempt to create is the test, bringing it back to just the way you feel. And the thing that hurt me, the thing that helped me, not hurt me. Well, plenty of things that hurt me, but that's all right. Um, yeah, in that in that process, what helped me was to have like a feeling chart when I was feeling unsure or inadequate or powerlessness or insecure or scared. I would go to this chart after I identified it was my emotions that arose as a challenge within me to overcome. Once I started saying things like, um, looking back at the situations when I felt these emotions that tried to enable me not to proceed with my dreams and my goals or my aspirations. I would say things like I was feeling scared, I was feeling insecure, um, fear of the unknown, um, feeling unsure, feeling not getting a handle on past reasons to feel the struggle for new ways. And that's probably a good indicator to arrive at if you can focus on this. Number one, identify the feelings as yours. It's okay to whinge and bitch at first, but then take it back to that they are your feelings and you're the reasons why um, you felt that in situations where it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. But if if you can get that back to identifying the feelings and and then just keep talking about that. I messages are really important. I felt scared. Um, I felt inadequate. I felt unloved. I felt insecure. They're just a few feelings in given situations where I identified these things within me when I was placed in positions that I put myself in. And the more I extended myself into unknown territory or greener pastures, the more this stuff come up. So I started getting pretty fit with this stuff. And the analogy that I've used for quite a long time uh, is that I compare it to um, somebody that trains hard or is a runner. Um, and I used to get this quite often when I used to do a lot of running. I would get um, I would get tired at times during a run, and then I would push through that tiredness, and I would reach my second breath, and it's the same as stepping up to the plate, getting out of my comfort zone. The more I realised that I had to do this and keep stepping out of my comfort zone, the better I got at it. I got better at it by doing it. So it does pay off. It does pay off. And you do get fit. You will get fit by anything you do. You stay at something long enough, and you'll get good at it. I was good at robberies because I did a lot of them. I was I was a good thief because I did a lot of thieving. I was a good manipulator um, because I did a lot of manipulation. I was a good liar because I did a lot of lying. I was very good at not sharing my true feelings because I did a lot of it. So whatever you do, you become. It doesn't matter. Whatever that is, practice will make perfect in a destructive manner where it's not going to serve you 100%. Or it can be done in a way where it will serve you with your truth. And I think the best any one of us has got is our feelings. Like I can remember as a kid, I was taught not to show anybody feelings out of, I was told it displays a weakness. Well, I would have thought that anything that was hard to do or anything that other people didn't want to do would have to stand out as something out of the box. And to me, that appears to be a form of strength. Most times people don't want to do things or don't want to show people how they feel is out of power, control. And I just don't know how attractive that power and control is in the long run amongst us all. We can all control our lives and control our destiny, but knowing everything doesn't lay the foundations for an exciting, um, not knowing existence. And variety is the spice of life, you know, like when things happen out of the blue, um, and knocks you off the perch, then hopefully those times will show each and every one of us that's had that experience. We're not that much in control at times. Have a good week.